Hey friends, doing another Foobar Devlog. I think this is the 7th DVD. Um, so unfortunately was a bit more slammed with work than I was expecting to. I narrowly managed to complete what I set out on my deadlines, though have some things that I'm probably going to need to work on over the course of the next couple days, including some extra bug fixing and passes to try to make up for it. So I'll show off some of the enemy perception improvements, as well as some of the different enemy types that got introduced in a second. This upcoming week, I'm going to really be focusing on getting the block mesh levels, one block mesh level and one kind of like half blocked out level, and then also getting the concept of swings integrated into the game, in addition to probably going through some of the player features and stats that I added this time, adding them to the upgrade system, which I was intending to do but it didn't really do, and then just doing some extra robust bug fixing and AI performance improvements, and playability improvements as well with regard to this. So I'll talk about a couple of them as I get into it. This hopefully should be relatively straightforward. Ultimately, I have added a more robust perception system overall that applies to all of the AI moving forward throughout the game, and additionally have gone over and added a couple different enemy types. So let's start with the perception changes. As it stands right now, we have these guys here. These are our basic enemy types, and now they have a limited perception range that hopefully is better displayed with the light in front of them. They go through a basic, they think they saw you, and start to go over and look around, which has that big exclamation point when they think they see you. And then if they lose you in that time period, they will go over and get that little question mark on their head, in which case they'll investigate your last known location. And if they find you, they will start attacking you again. So it's a pretty straightforward, like the most rudimentary stealth setup possible. Well, actually, I guess before I move on, additionally here, these guys are our basic enemy types. They've existed since day one. They'll do 1 health of damage and continually attack until they can snag you. I'm loading in the wrong location because I've saved data from playing in the level. But then also, if you start in their range and then you lose them, they will investigate your last known location, and do so at whatever level of alertness they are currently. So you'll notice they're on patrol, thus they're walking, look around for a second. I need to really get them to actually perform some amount of looking around before returning to patrol. So that's our basic enemy type. We've also added a basic ranged enemy type who's got further perception and will fire crossbow bolts at you. They also deal 1 damage a pop and has all the same perception features that this guy has, the other guy has. For some reason, these guys seem to be really good at looking over walls. I actually don't know precisely why that would be. Additionally, these guys don't have, if they don't have a patrol route, they don't go back to their original spot. So that's another thing that I need to go over and improve for the next one. 2 other enemies are the big versions of each of those enemies. So this guy is a big ranged guy. I think I refer to him as a ranged turret. His projectiles are a little slower and significantly larger, but will instant kill if they hit you. So once again, I need to clear it. Honestly, I'm just going to clear my save data right now, so that when I die, I don't inevitably go back to there. So, oh, well, that's not much better. Okay. Anyhow, I'll reset the checkpoint so it's in a better spot moving forward. Then last but not least, we have our big melee guys, which, just like our regular melee guys, are just the melee guys, but big, have a big old hammer, whack, and instant kill there. Additionally, the other thing that's noteworthy with the 2 melee guys is I have defined different ranges that they are available. So that guy's got some range to him. He can really go over, or got some reach to his attacks. So it's a bit more playing around, toying around, trying to figure out what tunings work. There's definitely, with these, a good chunk of bugs that still exist that I need to go over and like get a better preconception on how to handle. And then there's still a lot of individual things that like just don't work super well. For instance, I just think the readability on this is a little low, and you can kind of like pass directly in front of somebody and then whip by them. What I can pretty easily do is just add a hearing sense onto these guys to, like, if you're walking 2 feet away from them, they'll know your general location, but it doesn't necessarily fix the dip really quick in, dip really quick out, and don't really need to worry about the consequences. So I need to have some more fluidity in when they're going over and detecting you and how that detection works. More to be had, but I do have ranged enemies and I have a proper perception system in place. So we're going to call that for now mission accomplished there. I think all in all, I'm feeling somewhat confident that at the very least I have the tools to start blocking out some additional levels, and hopefully come up with some cool new content. So more from me next week. Peace, much love. Have a good one.